What have I done? Echezona whispered, his voice cracking. His prized drum, the very one he had boasted would lead him to victory, now lay in pieces at his feet, broken by his own reckless pride. The laughter of the crowd, once full of joy, was now tinged with pity and disappointment. He looked up at the quiet, unassuming farmer standing before him, whose calm gaze seemed to pierce through his soul. For the first time, Echezona realized that the games weren't about winning, they were about something much deeper. The village of Isofia buzzed with excitement as Nneka, the town crier, beat her gong through the narrow dusty path. Children ran after her, their laughter echoing through the air as she stopped at the central square. The festival of the wise fools will begin in 3 days, she declared. Prepare your dances, your games, and your laughter. This year, the winner will receive the golden feather of honor and a feast in their name. The festival of the wise fools was the highlight of the year, a time when the village celebrated wisdom, laughter, and community. It wasn't just about fun, it was about teaching important values through joy and storytelling. Echezona, the village drummer, stood on the edge of the crowd, a confident smile on his face. This year, the feather is mine, he said, patting his drum. Who can compete with the rhythms of Echezona? But not everyone was convinced. Quiet murmurs spread through the crowd as elders exchanged knowing looks. Echezona's talent was undeniable, but his pride had grown unchecked. The festival opened with laughter and music. The first game, Truth or Jest, required participants to tell either a funny truth about themselves or invent a story so outrageous that the audience couldn't tell if it was real or fake. Echezona stepped forward confidently. When I was a boy, he began, I once challenged a lion to a drumming contest. And do you know what happened? He paused dramatically. The lion ran away when it heard my first beat. The crowd roared with laughter, but as Echezona basked in the attention, a shy farmer named Chinedu stepped up. When I was a boy, Chinedu said quietly, I once saved a goat that got stuck in the river, but the goat was so grateful it followed me home and ate all my mother's yams. Ah! The laughter was louder this time, not because of the story itself, but because of the way Chinedu told it. With a straight face and a humble shrug, for the first time, Echezona felt a flicker of unease. The second day of the festival featured the reverse dance-off, where participants had to dance backward without tripping. Echezona's drumming set the rhythm, and the competitors shuffled and spun in reverse, drawing peals of laughter from the crowd. Echezona couldn't resist showing off, drumming faster and faster to trip up the dancers. one by one. They stumbled, except for Adamma, a young woman known for her quiet grace. She marched every beat with perfect steps, her face lit with a playful smile. When Echezona increased the tempo to an impossible speed, Adamma simply stopped, bowed to the crowd, and began a slow, deliberate backward dance that won her thunderous applause. You can't win every game with speed, he told Echezona afterward. Her words carrying a gentle wisdom. Sometimes you have to move to your own rhythm. By the final day, Echezona was desperate to prove himself. The last challenge was the Song of Laughter, where participants had to create a song that made the audience laugh while teaching an important lesson. Echezona's performance started strong, his drum beats echoing across the square as he sang about a clever tortoise outsmarting a foolish lion. But as he reached the climax of his song, his drumstick snapped. The crowd gasped as the drum's skin tore under the force of his frustration. Chinedu stepped forward, holding a simple wooden flute. His song was soft and unassuming, about a farmer who learned to laugh at his mistakes. By the time he finished, even the oldest elders were weeping away tears of laughter and joy. Echezona stood frozen, his broken drum a painful reminder of his pride. As the crowd cheered for Chinedu, the elders called Echezona forward. You are a gifted drummer, Norma, the eldest elder, said. But the festival of the wise fools is not about talent. It is about wisdom, humility, and the joy of bringing people together. Do you understand now? Echezona nodded, tears streaming down his face. I do, he said. I was so focused on winning that I forgot what this festival is truly about. To everyone's surprise, Chinedu stepped forward and handed the golden feather to Echezona. You taught me something too, he said, that even when we stumble, we can always rise again. The festival ended with Echezona performing a self-deprecating song about his own mistakes, accompanied by Chinedu's flute. The laughter and applause were louder than ever before, and Echezona felt a deep joy he had never known. From that day on, Echezona became known not just as a great drummer, but as a kind and humble leader who used his talents to uplift others. In Isofia, the gong did call for the festival that united all. Games and laughter filled the air, with joy and wisdom everywhere. Echezona, proud and sure to win, let arrogance creep deep within. With each contest, he sought the prize, but overlooked where true strength lies. Chinedu, quiet, humble, and kind, taught lessons through heart and mind. Damma danced with gentle grace, showing pride had no rightful place. When Echezona's drum broke apart, the truth of wisdom touched his heart. Humility, joy, and kindness shone, and the festival crowned them as its own. Now, laughter reigns where pride once stood. The moral of this story is true greatness comes not from boasting, but from embracing kindness and learning from others. Laughter and happiness multiply when we uplift those around us. Sometimes the quietest voices carry the deepest truths, even when we stumble. Humility and a willingness to grow can turn losses into triumphs. Let this story remind us to celebrate life's joys, embrace humility, and share kindness with the world. Stories like these remind us that laughter, kindness, and humility are gifts we should share every day. If you enjoy this tale, subscribe now. Join us on this community of storytelling and wisdom. Don't forget to stay connected so you never miss a story that warms your heart. Goodbye for now.